Hello, Shari. Hello, Shari.
Hi, good morning. Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm good. I
Brilliant. Brilliant.
been
Brilliant. Brilliant.
moving.
Yes. Yes. That's all I wanted to ask. How's the moving going?
Well, I don't know. It's some miracle because I've been getting help out of the middle of nowhere. It's like,
Wow. You've
uh,
been getting help out of nowhere?
well, I mean, my nephew came over yesterday with his
Oh, good.
girlfriend, and
Wow.
they just whipped it out in the garage, and then
Wow. Wow.
Terry just, I didn't think that Terry was good, but Terry, she really helped me, and
Wow.
Olivia helped me, but then uh, she wasn't feeling good, so
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
she helped me on the first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, good.
everything is pretty well done. I have,
Fantastic.
it was in a record period of time, 3 days, so I'm pretty happy,
That's
about
fantastic.
getting it
That's
done.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
Very cool. Very cool.
yeah,
Very cool.
so I'm just gonna take my little phone and go into the other room. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries. Where are you now? Which
I'm at the house. Uh,
right, brilliant.
I'm at the house. Trying to find a place to sit because Tom just woke up, so he's roaming around, and I need to find a place where I can concentrate.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, it's the bathroom.
There you go. Whatever works. Whatever works. You don't need
Yes,
your
yes,
notes?
I have my notes.
Right. All right. Brilliant.
I started to do module 4 today,
Excellent. Excellent.
and
Excellent.
yeah. However, I realized I needed more time on it,
Good.
you
Good.
know,
Good. Yes.
and
Yes. These do take time. They do take time. Yes.
yeah, I need more time.
Excellent.
So,
Very good.
yeah, so I can, but I can go over my notes, that I have
Yes.
started. They
Yeah.
haven't
We don't have to do
completed.
it. You don't have to be complete. We can do it partially. That's no
Oh,
problem.
well, when I do something, I always figure I have to do it to the end.
Oh, why? Why? Do you
Hmm.
paint everything in one go always? Don't you come back to
No,
a
no,
painting sometimes?
yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
Exactly. So same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing. Each of these sessions is like a painting. You do it in the same way. So yeah, no problem.
yeah,
No problem. Whatever works, Shari. Whatever works. That's the key.
whatever works. Well, I'll do my best today because, as I said, I've been in the process for a long time, here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to mention that is still got me a little confused is that was the last part of my testing for the house, was that I was testing the EMFs and the radiation levels, and they seemed to be normal on my phone. However, on the day that was already moved in, they spiked so high that they were in the unsafe zone.
Hmm.
Now, Terry on her phone, her phone reads a lot lower than my phone. So something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is
Yeah.
going on. When I tested at her house, my phone showed very, very unsafe measures at her house. Then I came to my house and the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But
Your phone probably not
she
working right.
tested. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're thinking. So,
Yeah, makes
but one
sense.
thing I
Makes
do
sense.
know is that the high radiation levels and the high EMFs are definitely related to the days where they're spraying the chemtrails in the air. I've watched that consistently, and it's usually on Sunday.
Interesting. I mean, they not. Uh, you know, it's they shouldn't be related at all. The chemtrails is a chemical thing, and besides, they don't really spray it. It's just exhaust fumes. But anyway, um, those
Well,
are chemical thing, not an
it just seems,
electrical or electromagnetic thing. So
yeah, well, it seems to be going hand in hand. I mean,
that's very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting.
I have been testing, and I have been observing this happening every single Sunday, and and I'm very sensitive, and I notice something going on. and I test it, and it's always on Sunday, and it's always off the charts very high, both of them. So
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I'm
keep
not quite
testing,
sure.
keep watching. Um, I mean,
I'm
those.
just observing, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, just keep
Yeah,
observing, keep observing. But
yeah,
if you want to you really get
yeah,
into this testing, get a better tester because the phone is not made for that. It's not a very reliable
yeah.
instrument.
I'm thinking that it's not the best. That's what I'm thinking, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to order a better tester and what's a
Yeah,
better one and this and that. And it's out of my field.
yeah,
I would need it more of an expert to help me with
yeah,
this, you know?
yeah. Well, get that guy to come, the $50 guy, and he just does radiation, or does he do both EMF and radiation? I think if he does one, he'll do
I
the
think he
other.
just, I think he just does one. I don't think he knows that much more either.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. Well, anyway, so module 4, session 1.
All right. And what's the
Um,
name of it again?
Impeccability is energy management.
Right, there we go. Impeccability. Yes.
Yeah.
This is kind of very important. Yes. To know what
And
we mean
I'll
when we
go
say
as far as I want. It means
yes.
doing what is right according to me and my inner guidance. In other words, what I got on this whole thing is my
Yes.
conscience in
Yes.
action at all times. And I
Yes.
happen to
Yes.
notice,
Before we go any further,
that,
sorry,
yeah,
impeccability is also energy management. It's our best use of energy. So in addition
yeah,
to being, and then also being scrupulous and thorough and diligent and so on. And a nice definition also, or one of the aspects of it is giving due respect to everything. Not respect, due respect, appropriate respect to everything. In other words, very very important.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I just wanted
That
to add that
means,
into the conceptions, so that it's just fully there.
say that again. It's being due what?
Giving,
Due respect to
giving,
everything?
giving due respect to everything, not just to others, but to everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, we respect the world, we respect energy, we respect the air, the moon, the sun, everything, but due respect. So, I don't respect the criminal, well, because he's a criminal, right?
Okay.
So I give him the appropriate
Due
level of
respect to
respect, right?
everything.
It's due respect. That's the key. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Very important.
Okay, I got that.
And then best
Due
use of
respect to
energy, right,
everything.
right. And then best use of energy,
Which means that everything you're doing, everything you're doing, whether you're washing the dishes, sweeping the floor, or whatever, you're giving your
exactly.
due respect to
and
that, whatever
and
you're doing.
you're also applying energy management, exactly same time, always. Impeccability is energy management in everything. Yeah, yeah, very important.
And
It's
you're
best
applying
use of your
energy
energy. Yeah,
management.
best use of your energy.
Best use of the energy.
Right,
Okay.
right. Then you're
Yeah.
impeccable. You're not wasting it. You're not using too little, too much. Using best use of your energy. Yeah.
Best use. Well, the best use of my energy has been to move.
You go. There you go. There you go. And yes, it is, because
And
money
the
is
best
energy as well,
use,
right, Sherry?
yes,
Right. So impeccability
yes.
is, using your money appropriately and not wasting it and being appropriate and everything. So, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. So that's best use of your energy, and that's exactly what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the coconut milk. I think it makes me cough.
Ah, right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, yeah. It can do that. Yeah. Why, milk.
Yeah, I think it's either the
Getting.
coconut or the almond milk.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
That's all
So,
right.
so as I look at the last few days, it's been everything has been totally around this house. But as I observed, Tom said, "Well, why don't you take your time? What's the big rush here?" But what I observed was my energy was getting drained by not knowing where stuff was. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I didn't know where anything was. It was all in
Well,
boxes and it wasn't. And so therefore, the best use of my energy to be impeccable, I felt, was to just get it done, you know?
exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
Open
yeah.
tabs, close those tabs. There you go. Makes a big
But
difference.
but it also means, you know, high demand on my energy, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's always that way, you know,
Right.
very, very high demand on my energy, you
Right.
know. And then when my nephew came over, you know, of course at 6:30 we're still working and I say, hey, you're hungry? Well, of course they're all starving, right? So of course I had to make a meal. And of course they all, you know, I mean, he knows I cook good food. So of course I had to put the effort into making good food, you know, when really I would have liked to have kicked back and done nothing, you know, but I
Interesting.
had to make.
Interesting. Yeah.
It was my impeccable sensitivities that, all
Yes.
right, well, you know, he likes to eat the food that I make. Okay, so, and you know, his girlfriend was with him, and so I thought, okay, I guess I'm entertaining tonight, you know. And we had an amazing time sitting out on the
Good.
deck.
Oh, good. 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 Good.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful, appreciating my new
Brilliant.
place.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
so
That is good to hear.
impeccability is
Yeah.
all right. And then I
Couple
was
of
reading
things.
about, yeah, what?
So it's a couple of things, it all works together, using your energy, giving due respect, being thorough, scrupulous, diligent, and so on. Um, you know,
Yeah, I would say I fit into the very diligent person, you know. Uh, I think I fit into that category from what I'm learning about myself, you know,
oh,
that I'm very, very
got to be
diligent
diligent.
with,
Yeah,
yeah.
very important. I'm busy
But
making
with that,
flapjacks, by the way.
huh?
I'm busy
You're
making
making
flapjacks.
flapjacks?
Hmm.
What would they look like? Can I see?
Sure, I'll show you in a minute. Well,
All right.
it just so happens I was showing Bina something earlier, and I used the phone for that. I go onto put Zoom on the phone as well, so then I can show you. Oh, I have to join again.
Now I have another thing to deal with the move. I'm not quite sure how to deal with this one. It's just another thing. I have so many problem solving.
Oh, hang on, I gotta flip them. So,
Yeah,
well,
let's let's see what they look like.
yeah, a little more.
No, when I see you, I have some food for you that I can't eat. That was
Brilliant.
given to me.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
You,
I have to flip it. I have to flip it.
oh,
It goes quite quick. It goes quite quick. So,
yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, I was fiddling with the phone, so it got a little brown, but that's okay. That's okay. So it's like a
What
thick
happened to
pancake,
your,
or like kind of like a pancake, very similar. What happened to one?
well, see, are you cooking downstairs in the
Uh
basement
huh.
down
Uh
there?
huh. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And
See?
you have electric plugs down there?
Oh yeah. I got everything. Oh yeah. I'm pretty cool. We got a
How's
tap over
everything going
here.
down
There's my
there?
microwave, my toaster, my rice cooker, my kettle. So yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Right.
And what do you have, a burner plate so you can make the,
Correct. Correct.
oh, you see, you really have everything you need.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm good. I'm good. Good.
And what is this background I'm looking at here? It's green.
Oh, that's my green screen. I don't know why. Sometimes it's supposed to be green screen, so I can put that normal background behind me. But sometimes it doesn't show the background; it just shows the green screen. It depends on the light. So, you know,
Uh,
yeah. But when I sit down, then it shows the background again. But it's just a green screen. That's literally what it is. So.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And how's it going over there with the people upstairs?
Oh, they're all right. I don't interact with them much, very little, because I'm up down here and they're up there, and I'm keeping my social distancing. And I'm on Zoom. If they want to connect with me, they can come on Zoom. They don't, but that's their choice. So
Yeah. Uh-huh.
it's what it is. Mm.
But
I'm happy.
you have to go up there. You have to go up there to use the bathroom.
Yeah, but I have, uh, I have my own arrangements. I occasionally have to go, but not all the time. So it
Yeah.
works out pretty good. Works out pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy. So I go, very seldom up there, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Oh yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Do that. I'm just putting the flapjack in so I can eat it. Making space over here. Stuff on my chair. So
Uh-huh.
I went
This
to
is to be some whopper of a flapjack.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty big. I'll show you again.
Mm.
See on the plate, it's kind of thick too. So I have to experiment with how much batter to put in and all that. So I have all sorts of things that I put on it. I'm gonna put hot dogs on it. I'm gonna put a bit of garlic on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot dogs on a flapjack?
Yeah, why not? I
Oh.
eat them mostly savory, and I put cheese as well. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know why people like pancakes too. Pancakes are fantastic savory. Like the cheese and the Marmite is really excellent on it.
Oh,
But
wow.
I'm gonna put tomato too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If you eat them as
Wow.
savory, they're just fantastic. It's a whole different experience. So like the French eat crepes. Crepes are mostly eaten savory,
Yeah.
but you can eat them either way. As dessert or as which I like. You see, so I can put. I had a can of apples used for baking, like baking apples. So I made some crepes and I put that in there. That was pretty cool.
Wow, you're quite the cook.
Oh yeah, it's if you're not a cook, then I don't know what the heck's going on with you because just anybody. I mean, it's just reading a recipe. You know what I mean? It's no great whoop to being a cook, as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
it just takes a little bit of creativity and to
Yeah.
know which spices and herbs go with what.
Well, I mean, if you read the recipe, you don't need to know any of that. Just follow the recipe. It's just you got to follow
Well, I
instructions.
don't use recipes.
Right, but
I
I'm
I
just
don't.
saying, if you now want to cook, all you got to do is you don't have to do anything special except follow a recipe.
Yeah.
You can figure it out for yourself, of course, but you don't need to.
Yeah.
So very simple business cooking.
Yeah.
I like that. So yeah, so and this too, when you're making stuff like this, it's flour, milk, water, eggs, and the ratio. If you make it thicker, you get thicker. If you make it thinner, you get thinner. It's just don't have to be that exact and precise. So pretty
Yeah.
simple, pretty simple. So
Uh-huh.
I make all my own food. Pasta, rice, whatever. It's not
Yeah,
much.
I got a bunch of pasta stuff for you.
Ah, brilliant, brilliant. All right,
Yeah,
great.
I'm hoping we can get together
Yes, yes. I'm
as soon.
actually.
But I want to get this house complete. So I just don't
Right.
want to have an open tab. It just
Gotcha,
annoys me.
gotcha, gotcha. All
And I
right. So
think it'll
just
be
tell me
another.
when you've got it all set up, and then I'll try and make an effort to come.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like.
I do need to come soon because I got to bring that cable to Olivia and um,
Yeah,
yeah, got to pick up some stuff. So bring some stuff. So
yeah, 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 soon, yeah. Have
yeah,
you
yeah.
seen Olivia's house?
I have, I have. I love it. I love it. It's most magical. It's most
I love it.
beautiful and most appropriate for Olivia at this time. So very magical.
Yeah, I just love her place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know something, I don't, I think I need to do more on this module.
Wow, cool.
And
Well, share what you have. I'm keen to hear what you have so far.
yeah, but I didn't see your pancake.
Oh, I showed you. Oh,
No, I didn't see it. I
oh,
must
there.
have
Have a
looked
look now.
away.
Have a look now. Can you see?
No, I can't see.
You have to put zoom on top. You have to bring zoom up to the front. What's on your screen that you're seeing now?
The
Do you see?
green.
Just you looking on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, on your phone it'll bring up the speaker view. Click on gallery view, then you'll see that.
Click on what?
All right, never mind. Hold on. Let me do it a different way. Because you see, I'm not speaking through my phone. I'm speaking through and if I speak on my phone, it will get feedback. So that's why it's not bringing that up to the front for you to see. So I'll just bring it to the other camera. It's not the most ideal to see because I have to kind of angle it to see.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see. It's a pancake with, it looks like a hot
Hot
dog
dog.
on it and
Yeah.
cheese and some tomato on the
Yep.
side.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So there you
Okay.
go. Yeah. Yeah. It's very cool. Yeah. Yeah. Flapjacks and pancakes, pretty much the same thing. It's not all that much difference.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't have that many notes, so I'm just
No
going to give
problem.
it a few minutes because I have to get off the phone and do APS, which is really critical.
Ah.
And I have to figure out who's going to clean the casita. You
Mm,
know,
mm.
worst case scenario, I have to go over there and do it,
Mm.
I'm not what I call a professional cleaner.
Well, you know a professional cleaner.
What?
Olivia, she's a professional cleaner.
Well, I know. I have to call her and see how she's feeling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She
I hope she's
wasn't,
feeling better
she
now.
was going to, she was going to help me yesterday and she
Oh,
wasn't feeling well.
oh, dear. Well, it happens. It happens.
So I don't know. We'll see
Yeah,
how she's
yeah.
doing. We'll
Yeah,
see how she's
ask
doing
her.
today.
Ask her. Because Olivia cleans energy as well as, normal stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Well, she does a very different job, which is really phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, so I will call Levia and I have to get on to APS. I have lots of busy work to do here. But anyway, I think I think that what I really got out of so far out of doing this session, just in my words, was that it's really about listening to your inner voice that tells you what is right to do and what isn't right to do. That's the bottom line.
There you go. There you go.
That's the bottom
Yep,
line. I'm into the bottom line,
yep.
and I observe, in my everyday. I always have like a little voice, a little antenna up in the air, and my antenna is always checking things out, as to, what someone needs or what I need or my radar. I have a very strong radar.
Oh, cool.
And my radar is always telling me, it's my conscious, it's my whatever, and that thing drives me. And that radar, it's the conscience, that radar is always telling me this is what I need to do. It's an invisible voice,
Wow.
and I pay attention to the radar.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
It's important to pay attention to it, right?
Yeah, my radar. So my radar detector right now is going off and saying I have to get off. I
Oh,
just wanted to touch base and let
perfect.
you know I haven't forgotten,
Oh,
but
no, no.
I will have to come back on Thursday. Hopefully by then I will be settled in and I will have finished the module. So,
It's excellent, Shari. That's excellent. Yeah, no problem. I like it to come on and
yeah.
no problem. Touch bases. So, yeah. No problem.
Yeah, yeah. And then maybe by then I'll say, hey, I really, I really need help on the computer.
Right, right.
So, all right. Well, then I'm going to sign off, let you eat. I'm going to go get what I have to get going because I have a
Perfect.
full day going here. I have to contact Olivia, Terry, APS, and on. So, okay.
Very good.
So enjoy your pancake.
I will. Very cool.
All
So,
right.
you all done, moved out of the casita, everything?
Well, yeah, pretty much, except my water filters are there and my cleaning supplies are
Okay.
there.
Okay.
But here's the catch, what I have to figure out. I still have to figure out, Jolene is expecting me to pay for $1,500 uh, as an extra month rent,
Right, because
you know,
that's in
for
your lease.
breaking the
Right,
lease.
right,
An extra, she's expecting me to pay $1,500.
right, right.
Well, according to the lease, my daughter is an attorney. She was
Mm,
an attorney, and she said, essentially, if I pay the $1,500, then I'm good until May 11th, and
oh,
until June 11th. And Jolene is saying I have to be out by May 11th,
correct.
by May 10th, by
That's
May
it,
10th.
it's an extra month. There's a forfeit. You are paying for a free month. That's the penalty for leaving early.
Yeah, okay, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. On the very last contract that was signed,
Mm,
because the lease, the last lease, the terminology that was used was said that all the terms apply going back from the very first lease, which
right,
says 1 month. However, except if something is stated on this page,
right,
on this
right,
lease. And
right.
on this on this current lease, it just says 30 days notice. It does not
Oh,
say,
oh,
it
well,
does
in that
not
case, then it
say,
changes. Right. Well,
what?
then that changes it. I understand. Then that changes it. Yeah, yeah,
And it changes it. And Laura said that Jolene's not aware of it.
right,
And
right.
she can, she can get into trouble about this. She's not aware about this. It needs to be brought to her attention.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
And I
yeah.
was thinking maybe the best thing is that we split it, you know?
No,
I
there's
give
no
her,
need for it. If you can give 30 days notice, you give 30 days notice. You don't need to split it. So
and what?
if that's what it says on the lease, that you have 30-day notice, and that all the conditions on the updated lease override those of the old lease, then I mean you can split it as a gesture of goodwill, sure, but you don't need to.
I don't
You're
need to
not
give her
obliged to.
anything.
Right, right, exactly. Except 30 days notice, which you've done already, right?
Yeah, I gave her the notice.
Right. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Uh, all right, well, I gotta get off. I gotta go think now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, have a great day.
You too, Shari. That's
All
exciting.
right.
That's exciting that you're moving. I'm happy for you. That's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it's good. It's a bit of a house for me, but I like it. I need a
Yeah,
roommate.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
take
Brilliant,
care.
Shari. You too. You too. We'll
All
see
right,
you on Thursday or
all right,
sooner. Either way, it's all good.
all right.
All right. Bye
Bye.
bye, Shari. Bye bye. Bye bye. That's where my lump came from. Came from Bina. Bina was saying about us. All right. So let's end this.